Hey guys, today I will be doing a video on meeting my horses. I have 4 personal Mustangs that I've gotten from competitions and from adoption events. This is one of them. This is Kit Kat. She is a 4-year-old mare from Silver Kings, Nevada. I got her back in January from the Ocala BLM Mustang adoption. So she is a Mustang and she is branded, and she has been in training with me since January, and she has been a very difficult horse for me to tame because of how reactive and untrusting she was. And she really hated the right side of her body even being looked at. That took a lot of work. I was able to take her tag off around month 2, and that was with constant sessions every day. And as you can see, she's a love bug, and she loves to do liberty work now and obstacles. We're working on some tricks as well, and we're getting her started under saddle. She's a little bit scared of people being up on top of her or things being on top of her, and we've just had to work through that, and she has made such great progress so far. And she's a short little thing. She's only about 13.3 hands, so she's not the biggest, but I like them short. So I will probably be keeping her as my personal Mustang. I'm hoping. If not, she will be available around January. But she's really sweet, and I'm really enjoying her. So this is Kit Kat. So this is Apache. He was my first Mustang. He's the one that started my passion for Mustangs and just really got me started on the Mustang pathway. He is a 3-year-old gelding from Green Mountain, Wyoming. He was very hard to get to trust me at first. He just wasn't mentally there or mentally ready for me. For the first couple of months, he was terrified of other people besides me, and he only let me really walk up to him and let him touch me, and even that was limited to until one day after the first couple months he really just opened up and chose me as his person, and now we really understand each other and feel like we have a connection. He is definitely my heart horse. I couldn't have asked for like a better first Mustang or a better horse that fit me so perfectly. He is my main performance Mustang. He does a bunch of liberty work and tricks, and we just go around promoting the trainability of these Mustangs, like I've said, and showing people how much they are capable of. We have done multiple parades together. We have done demonstrations, spoken in front of people, and just a bunch of other different random things just to show people how amazing these horses are. And we actually I got him in 2019, June of 2019, for a tip challenge called the Georgia Tip Challenge, where I had 90 days to tame him and train him and compete at the end of those 100 days for money and prizes. And we ended up placing 2nd overall in her division, as well as 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in the preliminary classes, and we won some cool stuff, and I'm just so proud of him and the opportunity I've had to train him. So this is Apache. Okay. So this is Chief. He is a 12-year-old gelding from Warm Springs, Oregon, HMA. He stands about 15.1 to 15.2 hands tall. He is very sweet. He is a bay blanket Appaloosa. He is a Mustang as well. He was rounded up in 2018, and then he was held in holding for a year or 2 before a lady adopted him, and I adopted him from a lady here in Florida. I just saw pictures of him and saw that he was available, and I just fell in love with him and really wanted him. And I knew he would be a great asset to my team to promote America's Mustangs and their trainability, as he was a stallion for around 11 years out there in the wild, and he has many babies from that HMA, and I just wanted to prove the trainability of this Mustang. And he has been very challenging the first months, the first 1 or 2 months, and I think that was just because our personalities clashed a little bit, and we were still learning how to read off of each other's body language, and we really didn't know what we were trying to get across at first, but now he has come a very long way, and I feel he really is starting to love me, and he's very sweet, and he's very trainable. He is very picky about other people. It's not that he doesn't accept other people, it's just that it takes some getting used to for him with other people, and once he really starts to trust one person, he is really like hooked onto you, and he is very curious and cute, and I just really love him and can't wait to see where he goes. So let's see if I can show you a little bit. So this is Fame. He is a 2-year-old gelding from the Nevada Wild Horse Range. He was gathered in 2018 and held in holding for a year until I got him in November of 2019, to compete in the 2020 Alabama Tip Challenge, which was back in February. He was my draw. I was assigned him. I picked him and I thought he looks like a little Frisian. So I picked him and I really liked him. And I was supposed to sell him at the end of the 100 days. But I just fell in love with him because he's so sweet. He is so good at tricks and liberty work. And he just really enjoys it. And he also just is so sweet and friendly. And we really just get along and we like each other. So I've taken him to a couple of places to compete or to show at, and he did very good. He is going to be a part of my Liberty team and my performance team, so we will be going around and I just do multiple parades with them and some demonstrations just to show the trainability and versatility of these American Mustangs. And I think he is going to be a great representation of them, and I'm so glad he is part of my team. So this is Kavai. She is a 6-year-old quarter horse rescue mare that we got from our friends. She was found swimming in a flood in Louisiana, and an elderly lady took her in, and then our friends who are horse trainers got her and restarted her and gave her some training because we don't really know her background as she was a rescue. Her name is Kavai, which means out of the water in Hawaiian, because I grew up in Hawaii for a lot of my life, so that's her name. It means out of the water because she was rescued from a flood. And she was really my first horse. I've had horses all of my life, but she was the first horse that I trained and taught a lot. She really is the one that started my passion for horse training and just really showed me how much I enjoyed. And she's the horse I found my passion for horse training through, and I'm so thankful she did that for me. And she's just super sweet, and I'm really glad she's mine. So this